today's episode, it's all about the side hustle and side gigs. Why? Well, I was talking to a paralegal last week who said she drives for Uber for some side money because she's only been a paralegal for a couple of years and not making enough money in her full-time job. And that's as a paralegal, working in a law firm, which I think is a shame. But instead of just complaining about it and hoping it changes someday, I wanted to provide some actionable strategies. So let's talk about paralegal side hustles and side gig options. We are definitely in a side gig trend. People pick up side gigs for all kinds of reasons. Make up for a low salary from your day job, make some extra money for the holidays, or to save for a down payment on a house or a car. Now, when I was talking to her, she told me how she makes lots of money on the weekend driving for Uber, but she's putting tens of thousands of extra miles on her car, which is eating into those extra funds now because she needs new tires sooner than she would have otherwise. She has more repairs, and the car is worth so much less now. That's why I thought it might be helpful to give you some side gig ideas that won't require you driving strangers around in your car or doing someone else's grocery shopping. Also, because unlike other professions, as a paralegal, you usually can't have a side gig where you're doing virtual paralegal work for another lawyer because there could be a potential conflict of interest. I've got 5 side gigs for paralegals that can bring in some extra money, and they can be done from the comfort of your couch or home office. And they don't involve a potential conflict of interest. On top of that, none of them require that you learn a new skill. All right, so number 1, you could write articles about paralegal topics. For example, at the Paralegal Boot Camp, we pay paralegals up to $100 to write blog articles that we publish on our blog. That's per blog article. A few of them write more than one a month. You might say, well, that's only $200 a month, Anne. Yeah, but multiply that by 12 months. That's an extra $2,400. And that's assuming you're only writing for the Paralegal Boot Camp. There could be others who also want some topics from you. I'll put a link in the show notes with more information on that guest blogger program. But it's not just the Paralegal Boot Camp. Again, there are all kinds of writers on Fiverr and Upwork. Now, you are giving a good portion of what you get paid back to those companies like Fiverr or Upwork, and that's their fee for using them. But that's because they get so much traffic to those sites. Also, okay, maybe you're not interested in writing about paralegal topics, and instead you want to write about one of your hobbies or something. If that's the case, then I'd go with Fiverr or Upwork. 2, you could start a YouTube channel or a podcast show. Now, with this option, you'll have to be patient for that extra money because they won't monetize until you have built a lot of followers. So you spend a lot of time putting out short videos or podcast episodes about a topic that others find interesting. Then with YouTube, for example, once you have X number of video views and X number of subscribers, they'll start paying you to have ads on those videos. It's the same thing with podcasting. Now, we don't do that here. We don't have advertisers. And we did just start the podcast, but that's not the goal of the podcast, not to monetize it. The goal is to support the paralegal community. But there are a lot of podcasters out there who create and develop podcast shows just to monetize them. Now, with podcasts, it's once you have enough of a following, it's the number of downloads that you get. I think it's somewhere around 1,000 downloads per episode or something like that. I'd call this side gig method one that you have to be in it for the long haul. It might take you a year or more to see any cash coming in from those 2 methods. But if you like to shoot videos or talk to people, these could be something fun for you. Now, I want to tell you about someone I know who's making 6 figures a year from YouTube videos. Kind of like that kid who's famous on YouTube. I can't remember his name, but he and his parents do the videos together. And now he's got his own toy line out there. Anyway, this woman who loved coming up with new keto recipes, she starts shooting videos doing the recipes, giving keto tips and tricks, etc. And keto is a popular topic. And I think she has a nutrition background as well. She's not a doctor, but she is a nutritionist. Fast forward 3 years, close to 4 years, but fast forward 3 years and she's making a little over $100,000 a year from her videos from YouTube. Keep in mind, she has millions of views on her videos, but if you're just looking for a side hustle that could eventually pay off, maybe work towards your retirement fund, that could be one of them. All right. Number 3 is to take your paralegal knowledge and turn it into a course or several courses. But then what do you do with it? If it's a good course on a topic that the Paralegal Boot Camp doesn't already have, you could sell it outright or collect a monthly revenue from it. And that would be whenever someone buys it. Or you could put it on Udemy. Now, the problem with Udemy is that you don't have control over what they sell it for. At least that's my understanding. So sometimes they'll do a sale and put a bunch of their courses on sale for $10 each, and you get a portion of that. On the positive side, they have millions of visitors on that site. So it's all about volume. Okay, number 4, teach a course at a local paralegal school or an online paralegal school. Lots of paralegal certificate programs hire paralegals and other legal professionals to teach for them. And now with most schools having an online option, you could be in Minnesota and teach an online evening course for a paralegal school in Florida. And last, number 5, affiliate programs. Almost every company has an affiliate program where they give you a percentage of each sale that comes in directly as a result of you. Have you ever Googled something like how to get a dark stain out of a white shirt? And you click on the page that looks like it has the best answer. The blog article gives you a step-by-step method to get the stain out. And somewhere in that article, the writer recommends using ABC Stain Remover. You click that link and it redirects you to that product on Amazon. That's an affiliate link. The writer of that article gets a few cents every time someone clicks on that link and buys that stain remover. It's hard to make much money doing that, right? If you're only making a few cents each, but there are other affiliate programs that have a higher percentage and a higher priced product. For example, at the Paralegal Boot Camp, we have a few affiliates, people who recommend our courses to other paralegals. And when they do, and that other paralegal uses a special discount code or, the sale is clear that it's coming from that affiliate gets a 30% commission or affiliate fee, it's called. When you're talking about 30% of a $300 to $500 course, that can start to add up pretty quickly. Again, these are side gigs to make extra money, not meant to replace your job. But think about that. Let's say you get 2 other paralegals at your firm or people you know outside the firm, and each month that could be $200 or more per month. All right. Those are 5 paralegal side gigs that don't put thousands of miles on your car each month and that don't have the potential to be a conflict of interest. They also don't require you to learn a new skill. In fact, most of them are all about using your paralegal skills and knowledge to make that extra money. Well, I look forward to your comments. Please leave me a comment if you have any other side gig or side hustle ideas, maybe one that I didn't think of that you want to share with the other listeners. Have a great day. All right, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's show, hit the subscribe button.